कुछ होने में और बहुत कुछ होने में इतना सा फर्क है, एक बार सोच के छोड़ देने में और लग के कर दिखाने में। मान लेने में कि जिंदगी ऐसे ही कटेगी और सुबह 4 बजे उठ के सोचने में ये अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है, वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी, ये एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानकुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और 7वें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया, 20 years of ideas.
A very good afternoon to all the dear friends. We welcome all of you to our Business Opportunity with Chai webinar series. This is a digital representation of the business opportunity which we have got for you. And our aim is to connect with all potential business buyers digitally today so that we talk about the brand and what kind of the business proposal brand is offering for all of you. This will give an opportunity for you to understand the business proposal with the help of the presentation, which will be done by Mr. Naushad, as well as you have a chance to ask him as many as queries as you can. We have created a question and answer box, so we request each one of you to share your queries in the same. We welcome management team of Franchise India, Gaurav sir and Sonia ma'am, both hosting this particular webinar. And the business opportunity which we are delighted to present to all of you is Britfort Academy. The Britfort Academy started in functioning at Fort Kochi in 2015. Within a few years, it has emerged as a number of one language academy in India to provide quality ensured and outcome-based training for all the professionals. And today we have invited Mr. Naushad, who comes from the leadership team of the brand, talking about this brand. They are already having 25,000 happy learners. And today he'll be talking about this proposal. He soon be become an author as he's releasing his book. So Naushad, welcome to the board of Franchise India. First, our congratulations to you on this great achievement, as well as we give you the best wishes for your next launch. So over to you, Naushad.
Good afternoon, all. It's my pleasure to be a part of Franchisee India to launch our prestigious brand, Britfort Academy. To be saying about Britfort Academy, it started functioning in 2014 in Kochi, and now we are the #1 English language academy plus Ielts, OET, PT, TOEFL, spoken English, different competitive exams. We are the official center of British Council and IDP Australia. We have our own branches now in Calicut, in Bangalore. So we are planning to bring this brand to Pan India in association with Franchisee India. So I am really honored to be a part of this program. And as mentioned, I started this journey in 2014 by starting with 2 students now we have 25,000 plus Britfortians who have completed their courses and working and placed in different parts of the world. And now I have also written a book mentioning all my successful journey. The name of the book is, you can see in my screen, this is my book, Mentoring My Mind, Reflections on My Life Journey. So this is going to be launched by this month. It's publishing by Blue Roses Publishers in Delhi. So telling about our vision and mission about Britfort. So this to be a unique and premier academy with global standards, which can help people to improve their communication skills, professional success. And our mission is to give learner customized language courses and programs to give them stunningly reported, tailored, and productively unleashed product. So our head office is in Kochi, where we have a big, huge office where at a time 200 plus students are studying here in Kochi, and we have in Calicut in Bangalore. So this is our Kochi office, and we have, as I told, no, we started in 2015 with number of programs. So our main programs are IELTS, then we have OET, then PTE, then we have ACME program. ACME means Advanced Communicative Mastery in English, which is the program which is designed by ourselves, and it is 100% guaranteed course those who are looking to improve or study their English language. Okay, so our features are we have globally trained and certified faculties, and we have native speakers, interactive sessions. We have our own study materials. We have our own outcome-oriented instructions and infrastructures we have, and we have a good air-conditioned classrooms, and our modules are learner-friendly, and we have both online and offline mode. So first of all, let's come to the ACME program, Advanced Communicative Mastery in English. It's a spoken English program. Those who want to improve their skills in English language, so they are trained in such a way that they can speak in English within 1 month of our course, where we have designed. And the methodology is LLP, Line Linguistic Program, where all the grammar will be straightly stored to their brain, which is our own methodology of teaching, and we can assure a guaranteed course of learning English language. Next is IELTS. So we have 2 weeks intensive program, and we have 1 month program. So intensive program in the sense it's from morning 9 to evening 6 o'clock of 2 weeks. Those who want to crack their IELTS very soon and they want to go for migration or study abroad. So IELTS is International English Language Testing System, which is very important and a crucial part of those who want to go to study abroad, as well as they want to go for migration. They should crack IELTS exam. So in this present scenario, it's very crucial and very relevant course where people are planning to migrate or go for study abroad or find jobs in English-speaking countries. So the main thing they want to do is first IELTS. They should crack this exam. So it's very unique program, and it's very successful program. And in Kerala, we are the #1 IELTS training center because of our tailored cut modules, our own methodology, our trained staff, all are TEFL qualified staffs, and we are standing because we have trained more than 25,000 people, and they have successfully completed this course. And we have OET, it's Occupational English Test. So this is mainly for medical professionals. Those who are in medical professionals, they should crack this exam to go for UK or US or Australia or New Zealand. Any nurses or doctors, if they want to get their visa, they should crack this exam. So this is, we have our own modules and our own methodology of teaching, and we are standing in the #1 position for this OET also because of our way of teaching. Then we have Pearson Test of English, PTE. It's similar to IELTS. It's mainly accepted in New Zealand and Australia, and now around the world. And the difference between PTE and IELTS is PTE is fully computer based. So whatever they want to write the exam or study, it's fully computerized. Even if they want to write an essay writing task, they should type and they should submit. And this is purely for techie type of people. And it's also, we are also providing this type of courses. Then we have unique programs where people study English language from the classrooms, and people don't like to come to classroom and learn. For them, especially for business people, executives, company people, like that of people, we provide Triplingua program. So this program is mainly like travel plus language. So we have run more than 25 batches to different places like Munnar, like Delhi, so like Dehradun, so different places. We take the students along with our trainers and along with our modules, and they explore the places, plus they learn the language. So it's a unique program which we are providing. Next program is the stay and study program. Like we are taking to international destinations. So there are people who want to go for international, like Dubai or Malaysia, for job. So we have tie-ups in these countries where we take them to this type of places, like 1 to 3 months, where they can find their job, they can travel and explore the places and experience the cultures. So we provide food and accommodation and a package where we take students to this type of destinations so they can learn English language, and they can be trained how to attend interviews and all. And we are placing them with jobs along with teaching them English language. So like this of unique programs we blend with our program. So besides IELTS or OET or PT and spoken English, we do migration and study abroad, where we help the students to place in different universities. We have tie-up with a lot of universities where we provide the students the assistance to go to best universities, and we also help them for doing migration. Okay, so we have our own unique classrooms here. This is the office here in Kochi. So same atmosphere is in our Calicut office as well as in Bangalore office. So this is the way we do our interiors and all. Okay. And our strengths, as I mentioned, so we have 25,000 plus successful Britfortians. So you can see some of the pictures where our students come from different places of India. They stay with us and they learn English language, and we take them to their next level of English. Okay. And now in this year, we are aiming to global market. So with Franchisee India, a big, huge company where they are focused on franchising. So we are damn sure that Franchisee India can take us to global market where there is a need for English language and IELTS and OET, like countries like Sri Lanka, Nepal, Malaysia, Singapore. So all these places, they all need English language plus this type of programs, so that we can go to different global market. So our branches, we are planning to bring in all the states, especially all the metropolitan cities and territories across India. And we have tier 1 city proposal, tier 2 cities, tier 3 cities. So this is just an example of Kerala, where we are planning to distinguish the tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 cities. So as well as we are planning an expansion in GCC countries and different global markets. So in the Middle East, we have a lot of inquiries for this type of programs. So just we mentioned that here. So the financial note, it is coming in the next slide. So this is just if you are looking for business opportunity in different sectors. So the benefit of educational sector, the service sector, you are getting 40 to 60% per year of profit. So why we should expert, why we are expert in this? Because we have our own methodology, of our own systems, our own academic team. We have our own marketing strategies. We have a local national level marketing. We have our social media and digital marketing team. So here now I can assure you that we have our own in-house team where we are making videos, presentations, feedbacks. So all these, no, we have our own in-house team where they can go to all the branches and help support in this digital and social media marketing. And we have innovations, and we have our own team which is built. So we are an established company, and we have a long vision. So our vision is to bring by 2025 a language university with teaching all the languages. So we are working on it too, and we have our own methods and plans. So this is all about our brand, Britfort Academy. So it's an international language center where we give languages, trainings, and we assist in their job and career. So thank you for giving this time of opportunity. I think I can pass the mic.
Thank you so much, Naushad-ji. And friends, this is one of the leading brands based out of Kochi, and they're already running centers in India and abroad. I'll request all of you friends, if you have any questions, please use the Q&A box and ask these questions. But before I also, take on the questions from the audience, Naushad-ji, I'll request if you can share some understanding on, what kind of financial investment, what is that we're offering and expecting from a franchise partner.
Yeah, just a minute. Okay, so can you see my screen? Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. So I told the programs which we are providing is IELTS, PT, Spoken English, OET, all these things. So for total, we need the classrooms, and our minimum batch size is 15 in a batch. In Spoken English, it is 25. So we need minimum a square feet of 1,500 square feet minimum. Okay, and so for that investment of branding, furniture, equipments, and all, it comes around 35 lakh, and franchisee fee is 10 lakh excluding GST. Then pre-opening it is 2 lakh, and total 47 lakhs, and fixed deposit is for 6 months is 6 lakh, and working capital for 3 months is 10 lakh. Total 63 lakh is the investment, and this is a one-time investment compared to other industry. This industry now, it is one-time investment, and so that's the thing. And the performer, if you are looking now, investment is net earnings. So in first year now, if the students are coming, we can project like 19 lakh 47,000. The second year it is coming to 29. So 35, 45 lakh, then 53. So investment is just 47 lakh. SARO is 41% in the first year, and the second year it is 62. So like that it comes, and the cumulative ROE is 41.4%. So payback months is minimum. It is 23.6 months. Okay, and if you are looking to the staff, then other expenses is, so senior faculty is 40,000. Then the trainers, we need 3 trainers of 15,000 each. Then manager, then we need counselor, front office telecalling staffs, then accountant, then other utilities. All together we need 11 staffs, and the payout is 19 lakh 80,000. So, and annual appraisal is 10%, and actual payout will be 19 lakh 80,000 in the first year. Second year it is 21 lakh 78,000. Third year 27 lakh 59,000. Fourth it is 30 lakh 35,000, and 5 years. So we are looking for 5 years of contract. Then we can expand that, and the final year 36 lakh 2,000. So that's a simple investment plan and ROE which we can explain. Okay, so that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you once again, Nushachi. Friends, I'll request, while, I think the screen was comparatively, small fonts, so we would be able to share all this information also over an email with all of you. And just to recap very quickly, the Academy, Britfort, has been functioning for the last 7 odd years, and it has emerged in this span of the last few years as #1 language academy in the country. And they're providing quality ensured and outcome based training for English language, where they have various courses including IELTS, IET, and also PTE, and all these courses would be offered from the same center. And if you look at the opportunity, if a student wants to move abroad, he or she has to clear this IELT examination, and these scores of IELT examinations are accepted by more than 10,000 universities and also employers across the globe. And India is the largest IELT market by volume. And it has been estimated, I think and you can also correct me, Nushaji, there's almost about 1.3 to 1.4 million tests which are taken every year alone for IELT. And the number of candidates which are appearing in India for studying in or even migrating, to an English speaking country has actually increased by up to 15% since the pre-pandemic period. While it looked like that the demand would come down, it has in fact increased to about 15% in the last 2 years. So what we're looking at is from the area point of view, format point of view, we're looking at 1,500 square feet of typical, size of that center. And the outlay of the investment would be about 42 odd lakhs. So that includes your franchise fees, your equipment that you need, interior that you would need. And apart from that, there's a component of working capital also, which is not to be invested, but it has to be retained by you, and security deposit, which is given for the center. So Nushachi, just to set a perspective, and there are a lot of companies which are already doing that. So my first question would be on the overall competition that we see around, and what would be our advantage, or maybe a competitive offering that we have vis-a-vis the competition which is currently present in the market.
Yeah, so our branding is very strong. So I can just share my screen where just I will show you. IELTS coaching in Kochi. You can see first Britfort Academy is coming with 4.9 in around 2,000 reviews. Okay, this is because of the quality. You can see we are into this business 10+ years with 4.9. So this itself will show you how we maintain the quality to the students. So without quality, we cannot sustain in the market. Sure. So our own methodology of teaching, and every week we take our own QR code. We have that the feedback from the students, because their time and their money is very important, and this is a pure business of education where we are going to change their lifestyle, their life. So once they crack this, and once they go to abroad and earn much and look after their parents and their family, so that is actually it's a life changer of their entire whole life. Okay, so we being a part of this 25,000 plus Britfortians who have completed our courses for the past 8 to 10 years. So it's really remarkable, and the main thing is our quality, as well as our marketing team is very strong, where we are we have 1 lakh above followers in Facebook, as well as Instagram, and all these things. We are very much active, and people look for quality education. So especially after the pandemic, a lot of institutions were closed because they couldn't afford the rent or afford the quality. But we survived, and we opened more branches after the COVID in Calicut, in Bangalore and all. And because we have that much market, and because we ensure that quality, people are very much trusting us. especially here in Kerala. So same methodology, if we apply in the north, definitely we can be the best in the whole cities.
And where all we currently have our presence, Noshaji, and what locations are we currently focusing to open?
So at present, we have in Kerala, we have 2 branches, Kochi and in 𝐾𝐨𝐽𝐻. So again, 2-3 centers can be brought in Kerala, especially. And now we have in Bangalore, we just opened a branch in 2 months ago. And now itself, our batches are full there. So in Bangalore itself, we can open a number of centers, as well as we are planning to expand in North, Delhi, Gujarat, Punjab. So all these are main markets, Hyderabad, Chennai, as well as other northern parts. So everywhere, all over India now, the demand is higher for IELTS compared to this pre-COVID.
And now coming on, I think broadly we understand the investment that goes in. Now coming on, the business it can make. I will request if you can give some unit economics understanding to our investors. Typical expenses that we have. One, second, what kind of courses charges are we looking at, and how competitive also Noshaji ji's the fee is that we are taking in our centers.
So our course fee is minimum is 10,000 to 14,000. It varies. Like 1 month course for 4 hours, we provide 12,500 is a fee. And if it is intensive batch from morning 9 to evening 6 o'clock, it's intensive batch where it is 2 weeks. For 2 weeks, we charge 14,000. So it differs. So minimum, if you keep like 10,000 rupees for a month for a batch. If in a month 100 students come, the revenue is 10 lakh. Okay, so the rent 1 lakh, the staff salary like 2 lakh, the electrical and other expenses 1 lakh. So 4 lakh, 6 lakh is profit there. Okay, so in a month. So I'm saying in a small calculation like 100. So here in Kochi we get 200, 250 to 300 students in a month. Okay, so 30 lakh is the revenue which comes. So according to the place, so we need the prime location. It should be accessible, and the infrastructure should be such a nice way where students, if they come for an inquiry, 99.9% they will be taking admission, because they'll be going to other institutions and all. But our way of the culture, the ambience, the way how the staffs approach to them, give them guidance. So definitely, here and all, 99.9% it is admission. So walk-ins now, daily we get incoming calls like 17 to 20 calls through Google only. Incoming calls. So we have our own digital team where we can make that particular center in the number 1 position in Google through our own digital team, which they tirelessly work for every branches, whether they are our own branch or whether they are taking the franchisee. So we'll be helping on all of this. So marketing part, they don't want to look at all. They just want to focus on their local market. Other marketing and all, we'll be looking from our head office itself.
Sure. Noshaji, you mentioned about 200, 250 students typically would come in a center. And how long does it take? Is there a gestation time? Because, a lot of new markets, for example, even Bangalore that you launched maybe, 2 months back. So how long does it take for somebody to reach that level of, a student base, and what kind of go-to market do you suggest for a franchise partner? What kind of preparation? And I'm sure there's also a timing, to the business. There's always a timing where, we get these number of students coming and giving exam. So what is the timing recommendation? Because if there's a timing, then it is always advised that we have our center.
So all our courses are 1 month course, and we have flexible timings. That's an attraction of us. Most of the institutes here in Kerala or wherever I have studied the market, they open at 10 o'clock and they close at 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock or 5 o'clock. But ours is not like that. Our office is open from morning 7 till evening 9 o'clock. So 7 to 9, we have early morning batch where it's mainly focused on working professionals. So most of the centers, all our morning batches are full because no other institutions are providing this time 7 to 9. Then we have 9 to 1 batch, 4 hours batch. Then we have 2 to 6 batch, 4 hours batch. So in that also we have 2 to 4 batch, 4 to 6 batch. Then we have 6:30 to 8:30 batch. So for working professionals, so early morning and late evening working professionals. So all the courses are 1 month course.
And what are the seasons, Shaji, when I say seasons, where you get the peak demand coming in?
Yeah, peak time is there is 2 intakes in a year for IELTS: September intake and there is February intake. Okay, so now it's a peak time. So now all the batches are full because they are going for the February batch or they're looking for September batch. So it will be rounding for this, and every month, no, we get a minimum 100 students is easy to get. So we are not only focusing on IELTS, but spoken English. A lot of students are coming. So we have a good market in Bangalore because most of the students are coming for spoken English. Because in this corporate world, they at least they want to learn English language or they want to correct their accent. So there is a huge demand for all these things. Besides this, we provide online also. So we have our own platform for IELTS where they can enroll anytime. And if they miss the class, there is recorded versions also for them. And if they need one-to-one sessions also we provide. And for all the branches, all the franchisees, we will be assisting from our head office because we have n number of trainers who are fully focused on online training. So if example for a branch from Delhi, if they take an admission for online, they just want to give the students to our head office and they just want to pay the 30% of the fees to the head office. So if it is 10,000, the 7,000 rupees is for the franchisee, and only 3,000 they should share with us for the expenses for the trainers, so that also they can earn a bit.
Sure. And I would also, add, because February is a very important month, an important season, and September. So especially a lot of us who are already interested and having an infrastructure in place, we can even look at immediate opening, because if you have a location property already available, or you're in some kind of, a business which is already complementing this, that would be an added advantage. And Noshaji, typically, how long does it take for somebody to set up, for people who already have an infrastructure in place or some kind of, business that is complementing?
Now is the right time to start. Why? Because now there is a lot of places where they have done all the infrastructures. All the infrastructure in the sense there is a lot of competitive exams, IAS centers, a lot of tuition centers. Most of them are closed. Correct. Now they are reopening. So this is a time where we can spend a meager amount for the infrastructure, because already they have done the infrastructure. Classrooms are already set up. We just want to change and set up our own color themes. Then we want to set up the classrooms, setups, chairs and all. No? So minimum amount, for example, when we opened our Bangalore branch, we 75% of the work is already done there. So only 25%. So we didn't we invest much there. We just invested 20 lakh there for our own coloring, our own methodology, and the board and all these things. Now, little marketing. That's it. Right. So now is the right time actually to start with.
And friends, I will also add, that's a very important point which Noshaji has made. And if you look at the last 2 years, a lot of these infrastructure is already invested and available today, which can be made available very easily, because all that investment in the equipment, the centers, rather, a couple of days back, I was speaking to one of, the investors in Pune, and she had a big location, about 2,000 square feet, which was ready. They had classrooms, they had all the equipment, and they had a hybrid, with all computers all installed, but they were not running anything because they started maybe in the pre-pandemic period, but they were not able to launch what they wanted to do. So there are a lot of such infrastructure which is today available. So if you're keen, the company would also help you in locating such kind of infrastructure, which can come, very easily to you, and also your gestation or your time to start the business also reduces. So other question, Noshaji, which I'll also like to understand, whatever business revenues which a center is making, is there some kind of revenue sharing which happens with you? Is there some kind of royalties that we charge on the overall business? You're on mute.
Yeah, I just lost my connection. Sorry.
Yeah, Shaji, I was trying to ask and understand, is there also royalty that we charge on the overall volume? Is there some kind of revenue share structure, royalties that we charge on the business from the center?
Yeah, we just charge 10% of royalty. For that also, we will be training the trainers from our center here in head office, and we'll be deploying them. So they can take the trainers from their own locality. And also, I'm also planning to take the southern trainers to north, where they have good quality of education and good teaching command. So we can also shift them to north, and from north we can bring them south. So always know we have already a team who builds the trainers.
And that's very important, point, because I see a lot of questions. I see Preeti ji, Sarita ji, and many who've come and they're asking little bit, if you can elaborate, Nushaji, on the training bit. One is on the recruitment, because the skilled staff faculty is something which is very, very important in a business like this. So is there any assistance which the company also offers, one typical, and what kind of training is given to these faculty which joins in? And equally, if you can talk a little bit about the profile of the partners also, what kind of training do we even impart to our franchise partners?
Yeah, so we will be assisting them for the trainers, and we'll be giving them 10 days of training in our head office, and we'll be teaching how to teach our module and all these things. We'll have an exam and the final. Once they clear the exam only, we'll be deploying them to different centers. And every 3 months, we'll be also providing trainings for all the trainers. So not only English language or how to teach the training, but also we'll be providing soft skill trainings also for them to be good trainers, how they can mentor the students and how they can bring them. So once the trainers are good in the center, through mouth publicity itself, students will be flowing. So here we have minimum 30 to 40% comes through mouth publicity. So because we have that quality of trainers, and the trainers are well groomed and well trained, and they are very much thorough in what they're teaching. So we have specialists in all the 4 modules. So for Ielts example, it's 4 modules. So writing, reading, listening, and speaking. So all the 4 modules, if one trainer can take, but besides that, they'll be specialized in each modules. So that will be helpful for them to give more ideas on that, and that will be helpful for them to crack the IELTS. And we also provide, so Monday to Friday is the class timing, and every Saturday it's the day of mock test. So mock test in the sense, every Saturday we'll be providing them how they are going to write the exam. So for IDP Australia, the exams will be in their particular city centers will be there. So we'll be giving every Saturday mock test for them. This is no other institutions are providing 4 mock tests for any students. They just give 1 mock test in the last day and they will send them. But we provide every Saturdays, we'll be providing mock test for the students. Yeah.
The other question is, also on I would say the format. Are we looking at a hybrid model, or are we looking at only center imparting all the training? Like you mentioned, if somebody from Delhi also wants to come, they can do it. So one, do we have a hybrid model if somebody wants to take online only? Is that something, because I saw that coming from Preeti ji, and is that something which is available also? And second, how are we even segregating the territories? For example, Bangalore, we are open. Kochi, you mentioned there's a potential to open a few more locations. So how are we segregating the territory for a partner?
That we'll sit with Franchisee India and we'll decide. So we didn't decide that. So that we are going to discuss about that and how we can give, because there should not be a contradiction. That yet a center is coming in Bangalore, that also near to our office. So that will be a, so we'll be giving that this much kilometer radius, no, so that they can open there, so that we can finalize accordingly.
Sure. And what would be advice on go to market, any new location that comes in, any new cities that we get in? And you also mentioned there's a lot of marketing as a company that you do, a lot of digital marketing where you get inquiries which come directly, and that is something that you support.
Most of the inquiries from north is coming from Delhi. Then we have from Punjab, Gujarat. Then we have from Haryana. Then coming to the south from Hyderabad. Then from Chennai, from Bangalore. All these are potential areas. for IELTS.
Is there also go-to-market for us? For example, if we launch maybe one center in a city, is there something that we help a franchisee to get admissions, initial admissions for a center?
As I told you, we'll be helping them in marketing, setting up the Google My Business, and we'll help them to reach the first position. Within 1 month, they'll be, once a person is searching, they will be ranked in the first position. So we have our own in-house team who are very much good in Google My Business. So everyone once they want to learn, they just go and search in Google. So once they're searching, organically we'll help them to reach the first position.
Sure. And friends, I'll also maybe recommend, if you're looking even on Google, and if you put all the keywords, which is English, Britfort would be amongst the top searches that you would find. So they have a very good optimization that they have already done on Google, and that really helps in not only building the brand, but also, that converts to business when these students come and take admissions, and the company would help you in the same. And Nushaji, when you talk about expansion, because you said South, absolutely, because you're already present there and you want to create a big cluster in locations where you have maybe, which are underserved markets, and also reach out to bigger or newer markets. Are we looking at these simultaneously? For example, even for, Punjab, is that be as important for you, priority market, as would be Bangalore today? Or are we looking at maybe a phased manner of expansion?
No, it's Punjab. No, it's more than Kerala. It's the first market. I can say first market is Punjab, because most of the people they go for Canada, and for going to Canada, the first criteria is IELTS.
Correct, you're right. There's a very, very big demand in this market, and I was reading some numbers, and I think more than the people actually who took a test the last year alone, and there's a big demand in that market. You're right.
Yeah, last 2 months ago, I was visiting in Ludhiana, and there I saw a board run by Kerala trainers. So that's also an attraction that the Kerala trainers are teaching. So this brand from Kerala, from Kochi, so that also is an advantage when it goes to the north. Yeah.
Correct. So friends, we're looking at all these markets, and I'll request all of you, if you want to have more information, we'll be sharing the entire ROI sheet, the CAPEX that we showcased in our presentation to all of you, so that you can go through the complete information. And I'll request one last question, Rashadji, if you can even, I think we missed out on that, on the profile of the partners, are there any specific requirement which a partner needs to have to qualify to be a franchisee?
We prefer who are very much interested to education. So this is a pure divine business. It's not like other business. For example, if a person is buying a mobile, running a mobile shop, a person is buying a mobile, when they come to back home, they think, oh, I could have bought that small amount mobile phone. But once they're paying the amount and taking this course, and this is going to change their life. So we should be, this is a service sector where we are going to change a family or a person. So this most probably or most likely we prefer who are very much interested in educational field. So this is not like other business where education is pure business, and what people pay also is 100% satisfactory point. Okay, so those who are in the background of education, I prefer more them. And also I prefer people who want to come to educational field. They also can opt this option. And this is a brand which I keep in my heart, because I started in 2014, 2 students. I was a teacher in a school paying of 8,000 rupees salary. I quit and I came with by selling the ornaments of my wife to Kochi from a village background, and from that I started with 2 students, and now with 25,000 plus Britfortians. So my book also is all about my journey, how I came from the village background and I reached here Now I run 5 other businesses also. I have spices business. I have Amazon FBA business, and I have a few more businesses. And I'm also doing mentoring for business. I'm also doing business consultant. So all these I came from a law background, and like this all came because I got an experience from the students of Britfort. Because the people who comes now, they are from different backgrounds. They are engineers, doctors, business people, everyone. And when interacting with them, that gave me a lot of confidence and a lot of ideas. And I would like this brand to spread across the world. And definitely, I am damn sure that I can do with the help of Franchisee India. Thank you.
Absolutely, Nishad. I must, congratulate you and say that your story is very, very inspiring from, how you started, where you started, and what you have grown the company into creating, a leading brand in this category. And you've come a long way doing that. And friends, and that's where we would also end. And before we close, Nishadji, I'll request if there's a message that you want to give to the entire audience. And I'm sure there's a lot of inspiration they would draw from, your own story.
Yeah. So first and foremost, you all want to know that money is nothing. The first and foremost thing which we want is the determination, the ambition that I want to reach here, or I want to do this, and I want to serve the society. So for that, if we have, there should be a biggest why in our life. Why in the sense, I had a biggest why that I was very much poor in my background, and my family also, there was no any position for me in my family. And that was my biggest why, that I want to show that I am prestigious. I am a person who is valuable. So once I set up my institute, Britfort, in 2014, and after 1.5 years, still 1.5 years, I didn't tell what I'm doing in Kochi to my parents, to my family. After I was succeeding and in a batch where there were students of full-fledged batches of all the Ielts or OET spoken English, at the time I brought my family and I showed this is what I'm doing. So seeing that happiness from their face, the tears which came from their eyes, so that was my biggest why. That for why I want to do this, I want to show that I am worthy for myself. So like that, you all should have a biggest why in your life. Once you have that biggest why, definitely no one can stop you. You will be unstoppable. Thank you for that.
Absolutely. And I quite agree on that. And this all comes from, where you actually started and the kind of, I would say, effort and hard work that you put in making this business a huge success, not only for you, but also for your partners who would come and work with you. So friends, reach out on the hotline number of Franchise India, and we'll put that in the chat box, which is 9717683838. And you can also reach out on the email ID, which is feedback@franchiseindia.in. And we are conducting a discovery day with the Britfort Academy, where you can come, maybe meet, and most importantly, which I always say, if you are close by, come to an existing center which they're running in Bangalore, anywhere in South. If you think you can drive down close by, because the best experience is when you actually visit the center, you get more understanding of the entire format and also many other business dynamics that you understand only once you have a physical interaction. So I'll recommend all of you who are keen to explore further to come and have a meeting. But 23rd February is where we are conducting a discovery day. All of you are keen to meet or even speak. We would encourage all of you to block your slots with us on the hotline number and the email ID we have shared. At the same time, our team at Franchise India would also reach out to all of you who've joined in the webinar today and share the presentation ROI or any of the information that you wish to seek to make your call with Mr. Nishad productive. And thank you once again, Nishadji. And I'd like to thank all our friends also for being with us for the webinar. And before I close, I'll request Ashna to kindly take it over for her closing remarks.
So thank you so much, Nishad. Thank you so much, Sonia ma'am. Thanks all the dear participants for attending this webinar. Please connect with us at our business hotline number, which is 9717683838. Write to us at feedback@franchiseindia.in. We look forward to have your valuable suggestion and feedback. And in case you wish to understand different association, different arrangement, different business proposal, franchise options we provide, please connect Gaurav sir and Sonia ma'am, the management team of Franchise India, at their LinkedIn IDs. And tomorrow we are inviting you to join us for our Advantage program. ये सेमिनार, ये वेबिनार आपको बताएगा आप अपना बिजनेस कैसे स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं. We will give you some of the tips to start your business and key points you should be noting before going for any franchise. So don't miss this chance. Join us tomorrow at 11 a.m. by doing registration. Registration can be done either by connecting with us at our Facebook page or connect with us at our business hotline number. Thank you once again for joining in today. Look forward to have you in our IA webinar tomorrow at 11 a.m. Thank you so much.
Thank you, friends. Good day. Thank you so much, Nishaji.